See, if you're a good person, and that's really where this applies, is to good people, but good people will only let themselves in almost any endeavor, any activity, good people only take from it that which they believe they deserve. Now, bad person, they'll always take more than they deserve because that's what people without character do. But good people, and I hope you consider yourself a good person, they'll only take from something that they think they deserve. Let me give you an example. Let's say there was a pizza here. We were going to serve, there's 12 people here, there's 12 slices of pizza. Well, you know how you'd react, and any good person. They'd either wait for everybody else to get their piece, or they only take one slice because they know that the other people there only would have one left for them. Bad person, they just take any time they want to, wouldn't they? So a good person will only take from any scenario that which they think they deserve. And that's a good thing. It's also a bad thing. Because ultimately what it comes down to in business is really this. When it comes to your business life, or becoming affluent, saving money, getting financially independent, you'll only take from your life and from your business that which you think you deserve. And so really, almost more important than strategy is an internal identity. It's an internal belief that says, I deserve this. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have this dream come true. I deserve to be financially independent. I deserve to be in the top 10 in my business. I deserve to be number one. Or my team deserves to. My family deserves to. And once you believe you deserve something, then you've at least opened the door to walk into the room of success. But prior to believing you deserve it, you can do all the work, all the calls, all the mechanics that the other people do. But if you don't believe you deserve it, you're never going to even walk into the room and sit at the table to have a chance to get your piece. The chair at the table, the space at the table is only reserved for those who believe they deserve to be sitting there.
I'm just an average person, and just like everybody else, who wants to have purpose in their life, who wants to have meaning in their life, who wants to achieve as much as I can while I'm alive, to make a difference in the life of as many people as I can with the gifts that God gave me and the interests and the passions that I have, and to somehow, in a little way, leave a mark on the world that makes a difference. While I'm here and when I move on to the next dimension of life. When I was a kid, I had a lot of my own challenges. I didn't have confidence in myself. I didn't believe in myself. I had some big challenges, with the law, and getting into trouble in school and getting into trouble outside of school. And I was really fortunate. When I was 19 years old, I met a wonderful gentleman who was very successful with his family. He was very successful giving to charities. He was very healthy. He was very gentle and kind. And he really wanted to do good in the world, not just for himself, but to make the world a better place. And he started to teach me that the reason I was getting into trouble, the reason I wasn't getting great results, was what I believed about myself. And he taught me the power of my beliefs. He taught me the power of what I do every single day matters. He taught me the power of the intelligence in the universe, that I could utilize my brain like a radio sends a signal out into the universe. He said you could send a signal out using the power of your thoughts. He says, but you're also capable of receiving information, just like the great inventors, whether it was Albert Einstein, whether it was Edison, Michelangelo, any of the great inventors. They had these ideas that came to them, and they were just normal human beings, but they took advantage of the messages that they were getting in their hearts and their intuition. Wow. And so he taught me some of the power of the brain, and by using what I learned that I could achieve a lot more than I ever thought was possible when I was younger.
Some people do the work, and when they finish their meditation, they believe less in their future because they actually never overcame themselves. They never overcame that emotion, right? And there's a story that's connected to that emotion, because emotions are a residue chemically of the past. There's others who get up who believe more in their future when they finish their meditation, and that's the way it should be, because they change their state. They change their state of being. So this is a great conversation, because I've been really exploring this in my own journey. Belief is like pregnancy, like either you are or you're not. I mean, there's no in between. When people have a profound experience in their meditation, where something switches, where they have some inward moment that somehow everything aligns. The brain, their body, everything lines up. That kind of alignment is an absolute knowingness. There is a knowingness that takes place, and I listened to so many of them in the last few months say, I know I'm going to heal. We just were in Niagara Falls. We did a big event there, and some physician, 41 years in medicine, with a big spinal cord tumor. He had the tumor removed, and they put a stent in there, and he was paralyzed for the last 10 years, and he's walking around. What he talked about more than anything else, I was right there with him in the audience. He could not stop talking about the amount of love that he was feeling. He said he had never felt that amount of love in his life. Now, I had to force him into saying, and what else? So how did that affect your body? Oh yeah, I came in a wheelchair, now I can walk around a lot better, and I have no doubt, I know I'm going to heal. I know it. That is what seals the belief into a complete finality. And so he's not trying to believe. He knows.
Hard work matters. Why does hard work matter? Well, hard work matters strategic because if you make more phone calls, you do the old adage, right? Show up earlier than everybody else, leave later. But there's something more deep about that. Yes, making more phone calls, seeing more people, being more active, being busier, putting in more hours into something always gives you a strategic chance to be more successful because you've increased your odds. You've talked to more people, you're more likely to get more prospects, you're more likely to get more clients or recruits or candidates for your business. So yes, strategically that increases your chances, but something powerful happens when you do things other people aren't willing to do. You begin to believe you deserve to have things other people won't have. And that's what gets you a seat at the table of success. Now once you're there, it's a dogfight. It's a dogfight of skills and talents and luck and faith and circumstance and blessing and all that stuff. But just to get to the table, to get into the room, you have to believe you deserve to be there. And so again, I want to say this to you. The hard work part plays into shifting your identity. That over time, not even that long a period of time, when you're doing the things others are unwilling to do, you begin quietly to begin to believe that, oh, I deserve to be rewarded in ways these other people aren't going to be rewarded because I'm doing the things others won't do. And so the fastest way to change your identity, to change our belief, is just to flat get to work, to flat get there earlier, to flat leave later, to just make more calls, see more people, be more relentless, just pour ourselves into the work, because actually the hard work can in reverse impact our identity. And that's what begins to happen. When you start to do those things they won't do, you begin quietly to change your belief, that you begin to believe, oh, I deserve to sit at the table with these other people who do the things other people aren't willing to do. And that's the key in changing.
And my brother said, hey, listen, you're getting in a lot of trouble. And maybe if you talk to this man, he can help you. And so I went to meet with this man, and he asked me, why do you think you're getting in trouble? And I said, I don't know. He says, but you're getting in trouble. I said,
You were conscious about your trouble?
Yeah, I was getting into a lot of trouble. And I was doing some very dangerous things that I could have either died or gone to jail for. And when he started to share with me, to teach me that my entire reality was based on what I believed was real and what I believed was true about myself, about what's possible, and that I could change that, that's when my life started to change. And he said, if you start to change the way you think, and you start to learn every day for 1 hour to upgrade your knowledge and your skills, and then you take action every day on the things that are the most important instead of all the different things that you can do. He says, if you focus on doing 3 to 5 things every day towards your goals, he says in 1 year, you'll be at a totally different destination. 3 years, big distinction. 5, 10 years, your life won't be the same. And I was tired of living a mediocre to less than mediocre life. And so I said, listen, you seem to have a good plan and a good path. You're making millions of dollars, you're giving a lot of money to charity, you're happy, you're healthy, you've got a great family. I want that. And he said, if you want that, follow the blueprint. Don't try to figure it out, just follow the blueprint.
So many times people during their meditation have an inward event that has such a profound experience for them that they realize that inward event produces a feeling of love or some connection that's transcendent of language, where the amount of love or the amount of joy or the amount of bliss or ecstasy that they feel from that moment is a really important moment of reckoning, because they realize it's not coming from anybody out there. It's not coming from their relationship. It's not coming from their wardrobe. It's not coming from their diet. It's not coming from their sports car. It's not coming from Netflix. It's not coming from social media. This is a really profound feeling that they never ever felt before. That moment of connection somehow causes a biological upgrade in the body. And in that moment, there's a alignment to a future where they already know, and it's not like they're trying to know. It's the side effect of some inward event, and now they live their life in a state of knowing, and that's so much better than doubt, or disbelief.
So ask yourself this question honestly, in whatever business you're in. Have you done everything physically and mentally possible to get yourself to that table? If you've done everything you're capable of doing, if you've been relentless and ferocious and invested so much time, effort, and energy that inside you know you deserve to win. Or if you held something in reserve, if you've not really given it your best, if you kind of hoped you'd get a little bit lucky, or maybe you've stuck your toe in it, or maybe you've given most of your heart to it, but not completely all your heart and all your effort and all your labor and all your energy, because you want to have an excuse if it doesn't work. Or maybe you want to hold a little in reserve so you don't get your hopes up too much in case it doesn't work out. Well, it's that little bit of reserve you hold back that will ultimately keep you from sitting at the table of success. To get to that table, to sit up at the big boy and the big lady table, you're going to have to be giving it everything you've got, so that inside there's a shift that takes place that says, I deserve this. I believe I deserve to have whatever these things are I want to have. So ask yourself that question when this video goes away. Have you given it everything? And if you haven't, you got a chance today to change that, and ultimately 30 days from now completely change what you believe you deserve, and you're a whole new person with a whole new identity, with a whole new set of beliefs.
And that was another lesson that he shared with me, is that you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Yes.
Like if you want to fly right now, you don't have to figure out how to fly. There's already a blueprint for how to generate or create an airplane.
Yeah.
So if you want to be healthy, there's already a blueprint. If you want to make more money, there's already a blueprint. If you want to buy real estate or the stock market or start a business and grow a business, there's people before us that have already got the blueprint. And all you have to do is paint the numbers inside the box, and then you can use your creativity. So I just became a very good follower for a long time of things that worked. And when you follow things that work, it's like having the combination to a safe. If somebody gives you the combination to a safe and they tell you turn this way a little bit, 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 then open it, you can have access to it. But most people don't look for the combination, and then even when they get the combination, they try it in the wrong order. And so I learned at a very young age, thank God, to at least follow the initial plans. Then if you want to get creative, then you could add your creativity, your genius to that as well.